Um, I just wanted to ask you what led to this moment, as in the exhibition, now the seminar. What were some ideas that you had behind organizing it? Yeah.
I was lucky invited to curate the show View India in the series at Landskrona Photo, where they're looking into a region or a photography culture from a country which has not been so exposed in Sweden. And honestly, I didn't know much about photography in India when I took it on. That was one of the reasons. I thought this is an opportunity to learn more. And I went there and I did see all shows I could and read before. Not only photography, but literature, films, and really trying to get some kind of understanding of what's going on in India. And I was also lucky collaborating with Niate Shinde, who was the kind of door opener, connector, and extremely knowledgeable person to be. It was great being in good hands. And when I saw what was being done, I was struck both by the strong documentary tradition and also the differences in the infrastructure that, as a photographer, you need to have some kind of vocational practice, and that a lot of these interesting photographers that we met also were working for commissions. But we could see that in this case one could go from one side to the other, not making any distinctive borders between them. But at the same time, people were, they were engaged in long-term documentary projects that could last for 3 years, and they were done, on the side, and they were financing them through actually the other work. And the other thing was that we saw young people working with not only their own work, but creating platforms, networks, publishing forums for not only doing works, but also distributing and publishing it. And there I thought these are things that are so, I would like to say that they're crucial for the development of photography. And also the idea of a kind of post-photographic tradition, or not tradition, but post-photographic possibilities. Meaning that also looking into not only the works you do yourself, but to archival images, to vernacular photography, and including them in a kind of operation, I would like to say, where you can mow between still images, digital images, very material culture images, and all bringing all these together. And doing the exhibition, which has this focus on Indian photography, which in a way I think is problematic. It's always problematic to define something through the lens of the nation. It's always much more complex. But then we thought that we do this seminar, and we do know a lot of interesting photographers from here, working in similar strands with similar kinds of interest and orientations. So we thought, let's bring them together. This is an opportunity to look on these questions of photography, histories, geographies, and also how to address contemporary issues through the medium of lens-based medium photography, and see what happens. And see also, of course, these regional and cultural differences also might bring in new ways of seeing things. And so we organized the symposium because we're interested in these questions, and we see that maybe if these people meet, something more can happen.